Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, January the 28th. And if you're watching this live, it's 6:30 in the morning. You may be watching on replay, but if you're watching on live, it is 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday, January the 28th. And today, I want to ask you something real quick. When was the last time work stayed at work? Right? Not emails at 9 p.m., not Slack or text or group me notifications during dinner, not Sunday night anxiety ruining your whole evening. I'm talking about clocking out mentally, emotionally, and physically. And if your workday doesn't end, like if it doesn't end at all, that's not dedication. That's imbalance. And your body usually notices before your brain does. So I want to say good morning and welcome to the Self-Care at Work show, where every Wednesday I go live at 6:30 a.m. If this is your first time here, let me just say this is a safe space for stressed out workers who are doing their best, but they're tired of pretending that everything is fine. And today we're talking about what happens when work-life balance is off. And not in theory, but in real life. Because when work balance is off or balance is off, it doesn't just show up at work, right? It shows up at home. It's in your sleep. It's in your patience, and it's in your health. And here's how you can know that your balance is off. And I want you to check in with yourself and say these things, right? If this is you, that you're technically off work, but still thinking about work, right? That's a question. Is my balance off work? Here's another one. You feel guilty resting. Some of us feel really guilty, like when we're off or we're resting and it's hard for us. Or your home feels like an extension of the office. Like you're home and you're supposed to be, at peace and home. It's all about home, but it feels still a lot like your office. Here's another one. You're always tired, but you really can't rest. Like you feel like you're always tired, but you can't really rest. And here's another one. You snap at people you actually love. And that's not a personal failure. It's a system problem and an expectation problem. And let me just say, from years of working in HR, job descriptions don't include emotional recovery time. Look at your job description. Does it say emotional recovery time on there? What about nervous system regulation? Your job description doesn't say that. It doesn't say mental load. It doesn't say burnout prevention. Because all of that, emotional recovery time, your nervous system regulation, the mental load, the burnout prevention, that part right there falls on you. And when your balance gets off, your productivity becomes your identity. Being busy becomes your worth. And rest starts feeling like it needs to be earned instead of necessary. And work becomes the loudest voice in your life. And once that happens, home stops feeling like rest. It just feels like another place to be tired. But self-care is not quitting your job and moving to the woods. It's not that. It's not bubble baths and candles if your nervous system is fried. Real self-care at work looks like this. Clear stop times, that you're creating clear stop times when the work is done. Having transition rituals between work and home to let your mind and body know I'm off. Protecting at least one part of your day that belongs only to you. And letting good enough be enough sometimes. Balance doesn't mean everything is equal, because a lot of times we think everything has to be equal. It means nothing is consuming you. That's what balance is. No one thing is consuming you. And if things feel off right now, I want you to try this tonight. When your work day ends, don't just close your laptop. Physically do something that tells your brain work is done. Maybe it's change clothes, right? Maybe it's you step outside. Maybe it's let me go wash my hands. That signifies I'm off. Work is done. Maybe play one song you love. That's a transition. When this song comes on, I'm off work. Maybe it's sitting quietly for 2 minutes before switching to home. See, your brain needs closure. Without it, work just follows you everywhere. And here's the part that people don't like to hear, but need to. If work is taking everything from you and you never rest, eventually something else will suffer. That something else could be your health, your relationships, your joy, your sense of self. And no job, no matter how important, should cost you that. And if work-life balance feels off right now, I want you to know that you're not broken. You're not by yourself. You're responding exactly how a human responds when there's too much demand and not enough recovery. This week, don't aim for perfect balance, because there's no such thing. Aim for one protected moment a day. And if this conversation helped you even a little bit, I appreciate if you like this video, share it with someone who needs permission to rest, and come back here every Wednesday at 6:30 in the morning, where I go live to talk about self-care at work. This is a safe space for stressed out workers. Self-care at work is important because your wellness matters. I'm Belinda Harris, and I'll see you in the next video.